we go. Alright, let's see. Volume wise.
One would think a global pop sensation, Zara Larsson, doesn't have to think about money.
Hello?
But we followed her for a week.
Imagine you are standing in front of a grill. You have a fresh cut of meat right in front of you. It looks perfect. It smells incredible. You've done this 1,000 times. You cook it, you sit down, you eat. Now here is a question that will feel weirdly simple at first. Why was that meat from a cow? And not from a lion, not from a wolf, not from a tiger, not from a shark? We hunt animals, we eat animals, we have always done this. But something stops us, something specific, something we never really questioned. And the answer is not what you think. Most people assume it is just a cultural thing, a taboo. We don't do that. But that is only the surface. Underneath, there is a biological reason, a chemical reason, and a reason buried so deep in your evolutionary memory that your body already knew the answer before science confirmed it. Stay with this all the way to the end, because the last part is not really about predators at all. It is about you. And what you are made of. Let us start with the most obvious question. Could you even eat a lion if you wanted to? The answer is yes. Technically, the meat is not poisonous in the way that a mushroom might be. You would not drop dead from a single bite. Some people have eaten lion. Some indigenous hunters in history have eaten wolf. There are accounts of people cooking bear, alligator, shark. So the meat exists, the option exists, but there is a reason that almost no culture on Earth built a tradition around eating predators. And that reason is one of the most elegant laws in all of nature. It is called the 10% rule. Here is what it means. Every time energy moves up the food chain, 90% of it disappears. A blade of grass holds energy from the sun, a deer eats the grass, but the deer only keeps about 10% of that energy. The rest is burned, lost as heat, used to keep the deer moving and breathing. Now a lion eats the deer. Same thing happens. The lion only keeps 10% of the deer's energy. So by the time you are sitting at the top of the food chain, you are feeding on the leftovers of leftovers. Think about what that means in practice. A lion needs to eat around 15 to 20 pounds of meat just to survive a single day. That is an enormous cost, an enormous amount of prey, burned down to just enough to keep one lion alive. Now imagine you are a prehistoric human. You are hungry. You have a choice. Do you risk your life fighting a lion for 15 pounds of low-energy meat? Or do you hunt the deer, which costs you far less danger and gives you far more bang for your calorie? The math was obvious. The answer was always obvious. You go for the prey, not the predator. But here is where it gets stranger, because the energy problem is only part of the story. The other part is invisible, and it is sitting inside every apex predator alive today.